Hi Vijaya, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
This is Vijay. Good afternoon. This is Vijay Bharti. I'm from Kakinada. I had completed my BTech in the stream of Electronics Communication Engineering in VS Lakshmi Women's College at Yanam.
Okay.
And after that, I joined in Andhra Electronics in RF for design engineer. Those are used in satellite communication applications.
Mhm.
And after that, I got married,
Mhm.
and I after then I joined in Shilpa International Limited as a technical sales engineer.
Mhm.
After that, I moved into a software field as a QA engineer. I have 3.5 years experience in manual testing. That's all about me.
Okay, great, great. Wonderful. So can you tell us something about the bug tracking tool or the defect management tool and which are the details required to upload the defect in the tool?
The bug defecting tool we are using Jira.
Mhm.
It is a agile project management tool. If there is any bug crisis in the execution, then the bug is reported into Jira.
Mhm.
That is the bug is reported into Jira.
Right, right. So when we say, when you are seeing, Jira as a defect management tool, so you can also mention there is a summary that you would be entering. Then there are some fields that you can customize it. Prerequisite is there, description is there,
Yes, use
severity,
ID.
priority,
Ah,
attachment.
yeah.
Yeah. So these are all the various fields that you can use to, at the time of uploading a defect in Jira. So you can mention about
Yes.
all these fields. And you can also tell that you are basically capturing the defect and entering all the details in all these fields, various fields, so that the interviewer will also come to know that you are having good hands-on experience on working with Jira as well,
Okay, okay.
right?
Sure.
So this you can add. Okay. Now, let's say if there is a system date time format, right? So in your laptop, you would have been observing in the right side at the top, at the down, there is a date time system, right? It is mentioned,
Yes, yes.
right? So can you tell me the different test scenarios for the same? How will you test it, and what would be your test cases?
Hmm. About time or laptop?
About date time format, that is, you can
Uh,
see in the laptop, right?
yes,
Right
yes, yes,
side
yes.
down. Hmm.
Yeah. First of all, you should to verify the particular date, month, and year format is perfect or not.
Hmm.
And after that, the time, exact time, it is ISD or GSD.
Mhm.
We can verify that time also, and AM or PM. We can include morning or afternoon at that to verify that also.
Mhm.
And
Take your time, you can think and you can tell about various test scenarios. Hmm. Yes. You want me to help you out with few of the test scenarios?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is a mock interview. Even if you don't know the answer of the question, feel free to tell that you're not much aware about this or you don't have much knowledge about it. That is absolutely fine. But if you get this question in a real-time interview, then you should know the answer. So I'll tell you a few of the high-level test scenarios. If I expand this date time, then you can see if you have added some event or if you have added some reminders on your
Yeah.
so those should get displayed. Then let's say if you have two reminders, I mean two meeting invites, or let's say two calls at one particular time, then those conflicts should display in this if you expand this date timestamp, right? Then one
Okay.
more important test scenario is in the system settings, when you go into your computer, in the system settings over there, you can modify. Currently, it would be displayed in your system as DDMMYY, right? But
Yes.
you can go to the settings, you can change it to MDDYY, then MMDDYY. And those all settings you can change, you can save over there, and you can see whether those changes are getting reflected or not. Then one more test scenario is you modify the changes in the settings, but you don't save, and you see over here. So the previous settings, the date time format should be displayed as per previous settings only, right? That is one of the
Yes.
scenario. One more scenario would be, let's say if you want to see the date time stamp, I mean, as per the time zone. So currently it would be displayed as per the IST time zone. You can see in
IST.
the, yeah, you can see in the UTC time zone format. You can see in the US or Canada based time zone format. So those all modifications also you can do, and you can test again that, okay, now even in India, you might be seeing currently it might be Sunday 12:30, right? But if
Yes.
you are if you have changed the date time stamp or format as per the US or Canada location, then accordingly it should display,
Yes.
right? So these are all the things that you will have to take care in the test scenarios. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, yeah, no issues. I'm happy to help. Okay. Now, can you give me the test scenarios for a water bottle?
Yeah. Water bottle, first we can make to verify the water bottle name, brand name, and the length of the water, which is half liter or 1 liter, and the water is completed fully or not, to verify that, and the cap is tightened or not properly,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes. What else comes to your mind?
the shape of the water bottle also mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
like a cylinder, some water bottles like cone, like slightly
Mm-hmm.
round, and the water bottle cap is tightened properly or not. Any water leakage, to verify the water leakage, to check the water leakage or not.
Mm. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. No issues. Let me help you with few more test scenarios. So first of all, let's say you will cover the positive test scenarios, the happy path, which we say. Then we will come to the
Yeah.
negative test cases, negative test scenarios. Okay. So in the positive test scenarios, let us start with the usability first, like you were mentioning about cap and all. So you can also verify that the dimensions of the bottle are as per the requirement, right? The color of the bottle
Yeah.
should be as per the requirement. The material used in the bottle should be as per the specifications. Weight of the bottle, type of the bottle, maybe with the lid, without a lid, whether it's a simple bottle like we have for water, or it's a kind of glass based bottle that we get. It can be a 2.5 liter bottle as well, right?
Mm.
Then we also need to measure the volume of the liquid that can be stored in that bottle, right? It should not happen that we are filling the bottle up to the neck, and then as soon as we hold it, and it just breaks off, right? It should not happen like that. So we also have to make sure that it should be able to it should allow us to fill the liquid, maybe water or anything, up to that particular full limit,
Okay.
right? Then we
Okay.
also need to verify the bottle does not get leaked when it is tilted or placed upside down, right? Then verify that the lid of the bottle is firmly tightened with the bottle, right? You were mentioning about lid. Then,
Yes.
right, then we can also check the liquid which is there in the bottle is not getting what I would say, is not getting impacted by the temperature outside, right? The condition of the liquid should be proper. It, let's say, and then it also depends on what liquid you are able to store. You can try to verify with the help of cold water. Then you can also try to verify the bottle by storing tea in that, hot coffee or tea in that, right? Then you can also check the insulation of the bottle. You can also check the brittleness of the bottle, right? Then we can also verify the expiry date of that particular bottle is properly mentioned there or not, or any liquid, if it is filled over there, then that is mentioned there or not, right? So these were positive test cases. Now you can also take the negative test cases. So what we would do is, let's say if we know that bottle can accept or store the liquid up to certain temperature limit only. So what if we store something liquid which is beyond that particular temperature? I mean, we can try pouring a liquid with a very high temperature, right? We can try pouring liquid with a very low temperature. Then what would happen, right? What if I, instead of liquid, if I'm trying to pour gas in that with a very high pressure or more than the normal pressure, then how it would behave, right? So these are all the, yeah, these are all the test cases that you can give for the water bottle. Okay. Now, can you tell me something about severity and priority?
Yes, yes. The priorities, severity means how impact of the software, and the severity means
no issues. You can, yeah, you can take time to think. Sachin, can you please wait for 15 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we are going to connect at 1. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
severity is how impact of the application, and priority is how it is priority. Like for example, can I take there are three types of severity and three types of priority, that is low, medium, and high. For example, we can take high severity and low priority. The company logo some modifications or change, or maybe still some logo, that in the case high priority and low severity. uh, like if we can take Amazon app, I mean Amazon application. In that search button is not uh, temporarily working. In that case, it is low priority and high severity.
Right, right. So those are the examples. But
Examples
basically, yeah, but basically, if someone asks you what is severity and priority, so you can tell severity is nothing but a, you can tell degree of impact that the defect has on the operation of the product, or what is the impact of that particular defect on the application, right?
Yes.
While priority is the order,
Priorities.
right? So priority is nothing but it is the order in which developer should resolve that particular defect.
Okay.
So this is severity and this is priority. Okay. Now, can you give me what is the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing?
Yeah. Smoke testing is nothing but it is a it is a verification testing. In that case, smoke testing to check each and every component will checked. And
are you sure in smoke testing you will check each and every component or each and every functionality? Yeah, smoke. See, I'll tell you the difference. If you get confused, no, let's say you have a room. Okay, you have a closed room. Now there is a hole in that room and the smoke is coming in that room. So how that smoke will come? Right. First,
come again.
yeah. Let's say you are sitting in a room. Okay. Whenever you get confused between smoke and sanity, you can think of this example. So there is a room and there is one hole in that room. From that hole, the smoke is coming in that room. Okay. So consider the smoke is coming very slowly, right? So slowly and slowly it will cover the whole room. it would take some time to cover that particular room with that particular
Yes,
smoke,
yes.
right? Let's say when you do some religious um, what I would say puja or something, then there is a smoke coming out from that. So it won't directly go in each and every corner of the room. It will be slow, right? So smoke testing is nothing but you are doing a pre-health checkup. Like you are testing the functionality on a very high level. You are not testing each and
Okay.
everything. You're not going to each and every corner at the very first go. You are just testing on a very high level so that you can give the confidence to the development or testing team that so and so build or so and so deployment done or release done is good for further testing or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, smoke testing is done by developer. He will check all the components or whatever,
Mhm.
and sanity testing is done by tester. It is done by the completion of products or software.
See, smoke testing also would be done by tester and sanity testing also would be done by the testing team. So when they deploy the release, no, so they'll ask you to do a smoke test. So you can let's say 5 or 6 members are there in your team. So you can ask 1 or 2
Yeah.
members to dedicatedly focus on smoke testing for 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can message everyone in the team that this build is good to go for testing. So it would be done by
Yeah.
testing team only. Okay.
Testing.
Yeah, if testers are not available, then developers will do a round of quick smoke testing from their side, and then they will give you a green signal. Okay, please let us move forward. But smoke testing is done by testing team only. And what is sanity testing?
It is a validation process. It is the final after completion of a product. They will do sanity testing. Uh, in this testing, it includes positive testing and negative testing also.
Mhm.
It is a white box testing,
Mm, okay.
complete code.
Okay. See, smoke and sanity, there is a difference like these things. But white box and black box testing is again a different thing, and those would be the different differences question. Like in black box
Yeah.
testing, you won't have to, depend on the uh, internal structure of the code. You even if you
Yes.
don't have any information of what is written behind the scenes or backend, then also you
Mm.
can do black box testing.
Black
While
box
white box
testing.
testing, you would need to have the idea about the internal structure of the code,
Internal structures of code.
right? Like so, these are the differences. Okay. Now, are you working on the agile model?
Yes.
Can you tell me something about that?
Agile model it is a methodology. It is used for it is an interactive and incremental process,
Mhm.
and it is used for main focus on customer satisfaction to meet the customer requirements. And in we are using agile model is the development and testing team will work simultaneously divided into modules. In that sorry, the
Right. I think there was some, your voice was breaking. You were telling something about agile methodology. It's an incremental and iterative approach you told, and it's more looking forward to the customer satisfaction, right? And
yes,
after
yes.
that, I was not able to hear the answer completely. Is it possible?
The development and the developer and tester will do the work simultaneously. The agile model, the product, the module is divided into different sprints. Each sprints, once the sprint is completed, doing developer side, and then go to the tester. Tester will do the that's it is this one the the communication between customer and developer and a tester will good communication between these peoples
Mhm.
uh,
Okay. Now,
to verify to rectify the problems at a time. So no need to wait for longer time.
okay, fine. So what is the difference between waterfall model and agile model, and which one would be preferable to go for?
In waterfall model, once the defect is rise at any state and any stage, then go back to the first stage.
Hmm.
But not agile model, if defect is raised at any stage, then rectify that stage only. So to overcome that problem, we are using agile methodology.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Vijay Bharti, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Can you give me feedback where I stuck?
Sure. See, first of all, what you need to do is you need to revisit the basic concepts of testing. Like
Okay.
what is the difference between regression and retesting? Why do we do regression testing? When do we do retesting? So you have to learn, revisit the basics means you have to think from that point of view, when you will do such kind of testing, why you are doing such kind of testing,
Yeah.
where it would be helpful to you, right? So from that angle, you need to think. Second thing is, when someone asks you about the test scenarios, let's say we took an example of water bottle, then we took an example of system date time format, right? So in those questions, no, try to be more elaborative. Try to give more and more test cases, more and more test scenarios. First, you can cover positive, then you can cover negative. Again, in positive, you can cover functional UI UX test cases. Then you can also cover non-functional like load testing, stress testing, performance testing, right? So try to give maximum test cases when you get this question in an interview, right?
Okay.
Because interviewer will be very happy to know about your analytical skills, to what level you are able to think, to what level you are uh, thinking for this particular functionality or feature to be tested, right? So you will have to be creative, not creative. See, these are all the things, those are that. Now let's say if someone is asking you the question on login test scenario, you are already aware about the test scenarios, right?
Yes.
So try to give more and more test cases, more and more test scenarios. Make sure that you are able to answer for that particular question up to 3 to 4 minutes in an interview, right? He or she should be in a listening mode. You should be more answering. You should be in an answering mode for these questions, right? Because these questions will come to you for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Second thing is, then you can also learn about agile methodology. What is user story? What is epic? What is acceptance criteria?
Yeah.
What is the difference between agile and waterfall? Why people are going for agile methodology, right? So these are all questions you will get in an interview. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Vijay Bharti, all the best for your interview. Sorry, all the best
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank
career.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And please stay in touch with us. If you are giving
Yeah,
interviews in
sure.
any of the companies, please share questions with us so we can also create a video on the same. Right.
Okay.
And if you have any feedback for our YouTube channel, please you can share with me. So I'll also do some improvements. We'll also do some improvements in our channel, and we'll make it forward. We'll take.
Actually, last 15 days back, I saw your videos. It's very impressive.
Mhm.
I watched so many videos. That's why I'm a very much interested about you, and way of your explanation is very good.
Okay, so you have recently subscribed our channel. Okay, what else you would like to see on our channel? Any challenges, any limitations that you are having with respect to any concept that you are not able to understand? So you can tell me. We can create a video on that.
Can you do videos on mobile applications?
Mobile application testing.
Did you done or not? I don't see it.
Yeah, no, we haven't done yet. So mostly we are doing videos on this testing, mock interviews, and job postings. All right. So we'll be definitely trying to cover that mobile application.
Thank,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and all the best for your career.
Thank you. Bye.